What's up everybody, Tony here with High Tech Check, and today we're going to be taking a look at a whole bunch of different cases for the brand new Galaxy Z Fold 4. Now I will be putting links in the description for all these cases in case you guys want to pick them up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to do reviews for you guys. I will also be using timestamps because this is going to be a lengthy video, but stick with me because I guarantee that you're going to find at least one case you're going to absolutely love. All I ask is that you show me that you care, that I'm doing this for you by hitting that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. So grab your snacks, sit back and relax and enjoy the video. And here we have Samsung's standing cover with pen. Alright, so here is the case. It comes with an S Pen and it comes with some extra little tips. So this case does have some stickers on the inside that you can take off. This does seem like it's pretty flimsy, so we're going to see. Feels pretty nice in the hand. Feels like a smooth rubber. It does have a very slight edge around the top of the case. I also do have a tempered glass screen protector on there as well. As you can see, it does accommodate for the screen. If we look on the side here, it's got your cutouts for your fingerprint sensor, your volume rockers. Cutouts on the top and the bottom here. Does not add a lot of bulk to the phone, which is nice. On the back here, it's got a nice soft rubbery feel to it. It's got an ever so slight edge. It's almost flush with the cameras, so not a lot of protection there. And then it also has these little pieces that you can take out. This particular one has a stand built in, which has a very satisfying flap that opens up and then it pushes down. So you can use this in landscape mode if you want. Not really in portrait mode, but if you open it up, you can then use the stand to watch some YouTube or something like that. Just push that down. So if you look on the inside here, there's really not any raised edge to protect the screen on the inside. So go ahead and close this up. And then if you want to take this out, you can and put in your S Pen holder. You just simply push out just like that. It slides out. Then you can slide in your S Pen holder, which is pretty nice. It's in there really good. So there's your S Pen. You can put that right back in there. And it holds it in place, so you don't have to worry about the S Pen just falling out because it's in there quite good. So you can either have this stand or you can have the S Pen insert, which is pretty nice. So opening and closing does seem to work pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we try to wirelessly charge with the S Pen in the back here. It still looks like it'll charge. Interesting. So that's cool to know. So it will work, wireless charging will work with the stand and with the S Pen holder. So this is a pretty nice looking case, feels pretty good. I do again love the fact that you have the capability of switching this out to whatever you would like. So I'm going to go ahead and give this case a thumbs up. And then here we have the silicone grip cover. So again, the outer cover for the front cover is pretty much the same, but for the rear, it's got kind of like this holder that you can put your hand through, and you can also make adjustments in case you need this strap to be just a little bigger. All you need to do is simply pull this up and push it down on the other notch. So the case does fit on the phone quite nicely. There's that little fold. It almost kind of looks 3D-ish. It is raised, but the way that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like it's kind of like sunk in. It's pretty interesting. It's got a nice soft silicone grip feel to it. It's got your cutouts for your volume rocker, your power button, cutouts on the top and the bottom here. Doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone either, which is nice. You can slide your hand in here if you want to look at your phone, kind of like that, and so you don't have to worry about dropping your phone. Or if we open it up, you have your phone, and then, like I said before, you don't have to worry about the phone dropping out of your hand because you have that little strap. Feels pretty good. If we look on the inside here, again, it doesn't look like it has much raised edge at all to protect the inside of your screen. Nice soft feel, hard backing, and it looks like your cameras are pretty much flush with the case on the back there, so not much protection there either. Let's go ahead and see if it works with wireless charging. Looks like it has some trouble wirelessly charging. There you go. You just need to place it a little bit off center because of this rubber grip thing, and it should be fine. The only thing with this case and the standing case is you will most likely need to use these stickers on the inside, because if you don't, the cover does come off kind of easy, and I'm a little worried that if you drop your phone, this cover will pop off and you could potentially damage the front of your phone, but that's just something to keep in mind. So that is the silicone grip cover. Like I said before, it feels pretty nice, does offer some protection for you, and it gives you that little strap to hold onto your phone. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. All right, so here we have the Ringke Slim case. It's very light, it's plastic, it's got a nice soft feel on the inside. It's got some stickers that you can take off to help it stick to your phone. All right, so there it is on your phone. Has a very nice feel to it. Nice and slim, nice and light. Doesn't add any bulk to your phone. It does have a slight raised edge to protect your screen, as well as that screen protector on there. It's got your cutouts for your fingerprint sensor and your volume rockers. Cutouts on the top and the bottom. And it's got a little spot for your speaker. On the back, it's a nice hard plastic with that soft feel, and it does have a raised edge around your cameras for that protection. And if we open it up, it has just a little bit of a raised edge on the inside. It still feels very nice in the hand, nice and grippy. And if we close it up, no problems there. If you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there. So a pretty nice minimalistic case, very slim, doesn't add any bulk to your phone, works with wireless charging, fits perfectly with our screen protector. Very nice case. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. Then here we have their slim clear case. Some clips on, very nice, and works perfectly with their tempered glass screen protector. Feels nice and grippy in the hand, it's not slippery. It's got your cutouts for your volume button and your power button. Cutouts on the top, cutouts on the bottom, cutouts for your speaker here. On the back, it's got a nice hard plastic. It does have a little raised edge to protect your camera, and it shows off the color of your phone really nice. It does collect some fingerprints, but you can just wipe those away very easily. Very nice look. And if we open it up, there is a very slight raised edge around the inside of the phone. Still feels grippy, nice in the hand. Very nice. And then it still works with wireless charging as well. So if you're looking for a nice, thin, clear case, Ringke's got you covered. Nice looking case. Works pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. Alright, so here is the Spigen Tough Armor case. Looks like it does come with a couple extra stickers as well. And here is the case. It does have a whole bunch of little stickers inside in case the case does not stick on your phone very well. And it does have a little hinge cover as well. It's got a nice hard backing surrounded by a nice hard rubber. So I went ahead and removed all of these stickers on the inside of this little piece here because it does not stay into place without those stickers. So I did not remove these stickers from the back part of the case because that part doesn't seem to have a problem with moving. It's this little ridge here that moves when you open and close the case. So I only took the stickers off the front here. Now this case is kind of flimsy because it doesn't have a lot of surface area. So I'm kind of concerned about that, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, it does have that nice hinge protector. It's made of like a nice flexible rubber. It does have a nice raised edge around the front of the case. Feels nice in the hand, doesn't add a lot of weight to the phone. You have your cutouts for your fingerprint sensor and your volume rockers. And again, it's surrounded by that nice hard rubber. Doesn't feel slippery. It's got a nice little grip to it. On the back here, it's a nice hard plastic, and it does have a little recession for your camera protection. It's got your cutouts on the bottom here and on the top. And if we open this, So you can see the little protector kind of goes inside the case here. Still feels nice in the hand when you're holding it in this orientation if your hands are big enough. And it does look to have a little raised edge around the inner screen as well. So now let's go ahead and close this up and see what happens. All right, no issues there. We'll go ahead and open it up. And again, it seems to be sticking. But I'm still concerned that if this heats up, the little strips are so tiny that if this gets hot, either from the phone or from, just being in your pocket, that when you go to open and close this over time, the stickers will wear out and it'll start to move. And it does come with extra stickers, but is that what you want to deal with every time? I probably wouldn't. And it's not a bad case, but again, that's something to think about. I personally don't care for the use of the stickers, and because this thing is so flimsy, it just kind of flexes a lot. I would tell you to probably not get this and stay away from it. But again, if you want to deal with this piece possibly coming off every time, look at how much it flexes. That's definitely not good in my book. So as far as I'm concerned, because of the way that this is constructed, the front cover is not really well put together and it's very flimsy. As you can see, it flexes very easily. So I would probably tell you to stay away from this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. And here we have the Air Skin. This case also does come with some extra stickers. This case is super, super light and it feels kind of cheap as well, but we're going to go ahead and put it on our phone. All right, so there is the case on the phone. It's nice and clear. It doesn't add any bulk to the phone extra. And as you can see, it does have a little raised edge around the front. It's got your cutouts for your power button and your volume rockers, your speaker and mics, charging port and speakers. Again, it doesn't add any bulk, so it feels nice, just like the phone originally in your hand. Doesn't feel slippery. On the back, it's got a nice clear cover to show off the color of your phone. And it has a very slight raised edge for your cameras. It's got the Spigen logo there, pretty nice. Open it up. Does look to have a little raised edge around the inner portion of the screen as well, which is nice. Still feels good in the hand even though it's opened up. Not a bad case. Like I said, it is super light and it feels kind of cheap. And as you can see, look at how easy this flexes. This top piece is pretty horrible. There's not a lot of real estate, but I would probably make it a little thicker to make this more rigid. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there either. If you want a super thin case that does add some protection, this isn't a bad option, but I definitely think that they could have made this protector a little more rigid instead of so cheap. Look at how much this plastic flexes. I bet you anything if you drop this phone and it hit anywhere on this front protector, it would probably break and then damage your phone. Just simply because it's so cheap feeling, I would tell you to definitely stay away from this one, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. Okay, and then here we have the Thin Fit P. This one also comes with some extra stickers. And then here we have the case itself. All right, so here is the case. So it does have a cutout for your S Pen if you have one. You can go ahead and stick it in place just like this. Now, because the S Pen is up here like this, you kind of have a smaller edge to kind of reach for your power button, which may not be a big deal for you, but when you grab a phone, you're kind of expecting to grab the whole thing just like this, and now you got to put your finger underneath. It's a nice concept, but I kind of wish that the S Pen was maybe on the back side here so it doesn't interfere with you grabbing your phone normally. But anyway, it's surrounded by this nice hard rubber, which is nice, and it definitely does have a raised edge to protect your screen. It's got your cutouts on the top here, your cutouts on the bottom. On the back here, it's a nice hard plastic that does feel kind of soft, and it has a raised edge for your camera, which is nice. And there, that's what it looks like with your S Pen and your cutouts for your volume and your power button. And then here you can see how the S Pen kind of sticks out a little bit from the phone. Then if we open it up, it does make the tablet a little harder to hold, especially if you don't have large hands. You get your S Pen over here. I can still reach my power button, but I have pretty big hands. And it does have a raised edge around the inner screen, which is nice. Close it up. You can just, pull out your S Pen like normal, which is pretty nice. This is a little more rigid because it's got a nice thicker piece on it. This piece here is still a little bit flimsy. It's not as bad as the clear one. And it seems to stick in place even though you do open and close the case. And I'm not using the stickers either, so that's definitely a plus. And then another thing, if you want to open your phone, you can't just open it flush anymore. You got this little step down to kind of open it up. It may not bother you, it's just something I wanted you to be aware of just in case. But this is a nice case. It does offer some pretty good protection, and it holds your S Pen. Maybe not in the best place, but it still does nonetheless. So not a bad case at all. If you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there. So this really isn't a bad case. I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Ultra Hybrid. So this is another clear case, but it does seem to be maybe a little bit more sturdy. We'll go ahead and test it out. So that's pretty nice. Doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. Does have a nice raised edge around the front of the phone. The case does kind of already look almost yellowish, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I mean, I don't like when my case yellows, but this one already does. It's like pre-yellowed. Feels good in the hand. It's feels grippy. It doesn't feel slippery. Got your cutouts on the top here and on the bottom. You have your cutouts for your power button and your volume rocker, which is nice too. It does look like to have some reinforcements on the edge, so that's nice. On the back here, it's a nice hard plastic that does have a little raised edge for your camera protection. It does seem to pick up some fingerprints, but you can just kind of wipe those away. Doesn't look too bad. And then if we open it up, we do still have some raised edge around the inner screen here, which is nice. Still feels good in the hand even though that it's this big. Closes nicely. This still does have a slight flex to it, and this side is even worse. I mean, it's not super horrible, especially if you want a clear case, and it also works with wireless charging. So this isn't as bad as the light case. It still flexes a little bit, but not nearly as much as the light, and it still keeps your phone pretty light. So I'd probably tell you to get this one over the light case. So I'll go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. And here we have the Slim Armor Pro Pen Edition. All right, so here is the inner portion of the case. It's got like this soft foam to give your phone some more protection. It is surrounded by a hard rubber. And I did remove the sticky tape along this little thin film here. So go ahead and put this on our phone. All right, so there it is on the phone. It's got a nice little protector for your hinge, which I absolutely love. And it doesn't add a ton of bulk to the phone, except for the little pen holder that sticks out here. And again, we have to deal with that little step that you only have to grab onto. So you can take your S Pen and just kind of simply push it into place here. And it holds it pretty well. When you grab onto your phone, you're going to probably grab onto the pen as well. And then you kind of got to put your finger underneath it to get to that fingerprint sensor. Just something to think about. It does feel good in the hand, nice and grippy. It does have that nice rubber edge and along the hinge here. Feels good in the hand. It does have a nice raised edge all around the front to protect your screen. It's got your cutouts on the top and on the bottoms here. That's what it looks like from the side. You got your cutouts for your power button and your volume button, and it's got that little edge that you need to grab onto in case you want to open up your phone. And then the hinge So you can see it doesn't add too much bulk to the phone. And then when we open up, the little hinge kind of folds back and over the back of the case, and it kind of gives you a little stand, kind of. And as you can see, when it's open, it does have a raised edge on the inner screen. It still feels nice in the hand if you have big enough hands to palm it like this. Very nice. Then when we close it up, the little hinge folds back onto the hinge here. Very nice indeed. And everything is surrounded by the nice rubber feel. On the back here, it's a hard plastic, but it feels nice and rubbery. And it's got the raised edge for your camera. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there. So in this case, I did use the little sticky tape along this thin edge here, so it doesn't really flex. This side flexes a little bit, but it's pretty rigid, so I'm not really worried about that. This is a really nice case, and it's going to protect your phone 360 degrees. The only thing I really don't like is the fact that I have to kind of grab this little edge because of this step to open up the case. It's not a huge thing, it's just a little annoyance, but that's what happens when you put the S Pen right there. So if you want to hold your S Pen in here, that's what you're going to have to deal with. But overall, this is a very nice protective case, and I would definitely recommend it. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. And then here we have the Slim Armor Pro. So this case is just like the one with the S Pen, but without the S Pen. It's got the nice soft foam inside to help protect your phone in case you drop it, and it's got that hinge protector on there as well. So there it is inside the case. Much better. Even though this one doesn't hold an S Pen, it just feels so much better because you don't have to hold over the S Pen. It is again surrounded by the nice hard rubber. It's got the nice raised edge to protect your screen. Got the nice protector to protect your hinge. Got your cutouts for your power button and volume rockers. It's got a nice hard soft feeling back with a raised edge for your camera. Nice cutouts. Doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone either, which is nice. And if we open it up, it's got that nice raised edge around the inner screen as well. And as you can see, the hinge kind of just folds back over the case when you open it up. Kind of gives it like a little stand to angle a little bit towards you, but not very much. And as far as wireless charging goes, no issues there. So this is definitely another nice case if you don't need to hold your S Pen. This is definitely one I would take a look at. Feels really good in the hand, not slippery, and it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone, but gives you that 360 degree protection. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. Alright, here we have UAG's Civilian series case. This case does have a nice felt insert here to keep your phone from getting scratched. It's surrounded by hard rubber, and it does have a little piece in the back here that does protect your hinge. It's kind of spring loaded. So there is the case on the phone here. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here as well. It's got kind of like this plasticky, kind of like a faux leather material to cover the hinge. It does have a prominent edge here to protect the screen. It's got your cutout for your fingerprint sensor and flush volume buttons, which are clicky. Feels pretty good in the hand, doesn't feel slippery, but it's not grippy either. It's just kind of textured a little bit. On the back, it's got a nice hard cover to protect your phone, and then it does have a recession for your camera's protection. So if you want to reach your power button, there's a little hump that you have to push your finger into to get to the button, but you can, and then the volume buttons are accessible. And if we open up the case here, my phone kind of came out of the case a little bit. It doesn't seem to hold it in very well. It does have some raised edge for the inner screen. Feels pretty good in the hand. It's a little bit slippery. Go ahead and close that up. As you can see, the hinge kind of expands, and then if we open it up, it kind of folds back in. The case is very not held in here very well. It kind of comes off the phone very easy. There are some sticky strips in here that you can take off, but again, I don't particularly like that because they're super thin, and when the phone heats up or if your phone gets hot because of the weather, I would assume that those strips would definitely start to fail, and then the case might just come off or pop out just like that. So I'm not a huge fan of these little stickers that they put in here because at some point they're going to fail. I just want the case to be on there and to hold on nice and tight. I don't know why all the makers can't do that. That's a shame too, because this isn't a bad case. It does add some bulk to the phone. But again, because of the failure that could occur with those strips and the case not wanting to stay on the phone very easily, I would definitely tell you to stay away from this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. All right, and here we have the Otterbox Thin Flex. So it's very simple. This is just a hard back case, and then you have a front cover that is surrounded by some hard rubber. It seems to flex a little bit, which kind of worries me, but we'll go ahead and try it. It does have just a couple pieces of sticky tape in here. So there it is on the phone. Feels nice and grippy in the hand. It does have a raised edge around the front here. It's got your cutouts for your power button and your volume rockers. Doesn't look like it offers any protection for your cameras whatsoever. Your cameras look flush with the case, so if you put your phone on its back, it's most likely going to rub on those cameras, which is not good. It's got a textured hard back. It does seem to have a raised edge around the inner screen. This thing is very flimsy, and it seems to be, you can take it off of the phone very easily, which is definitely not good. We have our wireless charger here. No issues with wireless charging. Now again, like I told you before, it uses these thin stickers and they're definitely going to fail, especially because of the heat that the phone generates or from your pocket. They're going to come undone, and this front part is probably going to come off your phone. It's not held on there hardly at all. I mean, I've barely even used any force to take that off. It kind of just falls off. Look how easily I take this front cover off. Like, I barely even touch it and it comes off. Not good at all. I would say definitely, for me, I wouldn't even buy this, so I'm not going to recommend it to you. And I would definitely tell you to stay away from this Otterbox Thin Flex case as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Then here we have a wallet case by VIHIBII. So this one comes with some extra stickers. It also has a little S Pen holder on the side here. It's held closed by a little magnet, which is nice. All right, so here it is on the phone. You got your card holders here. You can use this for your driver's license. There's also a little pocket that you can put things in here too. It does look to have some speaker grills, so you can kind of use it, I guess, while the wallet's closed, and it just simply clasps itself closed because of the magnet, which is nice. So you don't have to worry about this flopping around. It smells like real leather. We have our little S Pen here we can put into our holder. Got to help it a little because the little nib wants to grip on these and kind of poke through, but that's what it looks like once the S Pen is in place. So it does have a raised plastic edge around the corner here to help protect your screen. The phone case does not come out, so go ahead and open this up. As you can see, there's a little cutout for your fingerprint sensor and your volume rockers, which you're probably going to have to get with your other hand because it's kind of hard to maneuver around this case. If we open it up here, we can see that there is really no raised edge around the middle of the screen here. And you can also use this as kind of like a makeshift stand if you want to. And it's held in place by those magnets. They're not super strong magnets, but it does keep the wallet closed, which is nice. And then there is a little raised edge on the back to help protect your cameras. And as you can see, it does add some bulk because it is a wallet. And if you're wondering if this would wirelessly charge, no issues there. The case inside isn't super expensive, but it definitely does the job, especially if you want like a little wallet case. Very nice. Not bad at all. If you're looking for a wallet case, I'll definitely give this one a thumbs up. This one says Case Neo, but I'm going to put a link to the description anyway. And then here we have a case by Shield. This is a pretty simple, very light flexible case. If you want a minimal design, this is probably going to be the case for you. And it comes in a lot of different colors. So there it is on the phone. Feels nice and grippy. It's got your cutouts for your power button, your volume rockers. It does have a slight raised edge to protect the screen. I also do have a tempered glass screen protector. It's got a cutout for your speaker grill, cutouts for the top and the bottom. On the back, it's got a hard cover. And it does have a little raised edge to protect your cameras. And if we open this up, it doesn't really have any raised edge on the inside here, but it does feel grippy in the hand, pretty nice. It does have stickers on the inside to hold it in place. This is kind of flimsy. Again, it's a cheap case, but it gives you some protection. And if you're wondering about the wireless charging, no problems there. So I personally probably would not get this case, so I can't recommend that to you. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a thumbs down. And then here we have a mirror case by a maker that I can't even pronounce the name, so I'm not going to try. But you simply take your phone, pop it into place here, and you have these little covers you can take off. It's got a little sticky piece in it. I think that's to keep it closed, which is not a good way to keep your phone closed. We'll peel this one off too. As you can see, it's got a mirror-like finish. Feels pretty interesting. You can't see the screen through it though. It's like it's a very hard piece of plastic. But I guess that little sticker does kind of keep the door closed. It's got like a rubbery hinge cover here. On the back, it's got that same cool feeling to it. It's that hard case underneath. It's got a very slight raised edge to protect your cameras. It has the cutouts for the volume and power button. Cutouts on the top on one side and cutouts on the other side. It only has the bottom piece of the case. There's no top piece. And then if we open up our phone here, there's really not any raised edge on the side that doesn't have the case, but there is a little bit on the part that does have a case, and you can kind of use the case as a stand in landscape mode, kind of like that. But this little thing is kind of annoying, and if this gets dirty, it won't stay closed. It's not going to stay closed anymore. And this front cover doesn't pick up fingerprints all that great, which is nice. You can just simply wipe them away. I wouldn't buy this case again, and I wouldn't use this case. It's just it's just cheap is what it is. So I wouldn't recommend it, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. Okay, and then here we have Whitestone Dome's Dome Life Contrast Case. It's got a nice little inlay, kind of like a silicone feel to it. Feels pretty nice in the hand. Again, it's got that nice soft rubbery silicone feel, nice and grippy. It does have a raised edge around the front to protect your screen. Got your cutouts for your volume button and your power button. Cutouts on the top and on the bottom. It's got a nice hard back here. It does have a raised edge to help protect your cameras. And if we open it up, looks like it has a slight raised edge for the inner screen here. Nice and grippy, still able to hold your phone easily. Closes up well, seems to stay in place. Works fine with wireless charging. Does show fingerprints a very little bit, but you can just simply wipe those away. This is a pretty nice case that offers some pretty good protection. Not bad at all. Nice and flush. Very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and give this case a thumbs up. All right, so here we have a very protective case by I-Blason. This is the armorbox. Looks like it's got a built-in screen protector here, which is nice. And it does have a little hinge cover that has a hidden little compartment for your S Pen. And it looks to be a very protective case. So first you want to remove these little covers here. There's also one on the inside. And there's also a little sticky strip that you can use if the cover does move around on your phone, but it should be pretty tight and you probably won't need to use that. So before we put the case on, you want to make sure your screen is nice and clean because whatever's underneath is going to stay there when we put the cover on. It is very tight and in place, like I said, so you probably won't need to use that sticky tab. And then if you look at the screen, it's got all these little micro dots on it, and that's to help keep the screen from not getting that rainbow effect like you'll get with other clear covers. And like I showed you before, we have the little compartment for your S Pen. You can just simply close that up, and now you have 360-degree protection. Very nice case. It does add a little bulk and weight to the phone, but again, you do have your phone covered 360 degrees. Touchscreen works perfectly fine. No issues there, so you don't have to worry about getting another screen protector if you don't want to. We have the cutouts for your speaker right at the top, and there's a cutout for your camera as well. Feels nice in the hand, very grippy, and because it's so big, if you have bigger hands, this does feel really good in your hands. It's got the serrated edges here, which I absolutely love on each side. It's got your cutout for your fingerprint sensor, the separated volume buttons, which are very clicky and work very well. If we look on the bottom here, you got your cutout for your connector, your speaker, your microphone. The same thing on the top here. As you can see, it does add, again, some bulk to the phone. And we do have a nice prominent edge around the front to protect your screen as well. On the back here, it's got a very industrial look to it. Very cool, nice hard back, and it does have a nice recession to protect your cameras as well. And it also has a built-in kickstand that you can easily pop up just like that. And you can use your phone in portrait mode if you want to, or lay it down in landscape. You can also open up the phone and use the phone like this to watch an even bigger screen. And as you can see, the little hinge just kind of slides back. You can easily just put the kickstand and it clicks into place. Now if we open up the phone here, as you can see, it does have a raised edge around the whole inside of the phone as well. Feels nice in the hand because of those serrated edges and that rubber grip. And you can easily still get to your fingerprint sensor if you need to. There you go. Very nice case. So if you want to protect your phone 360 degrees, this case is definitely going to be one of the ones you're going to want to take a look at. I'm definitely going to give this one a thumbs up. And then if you want to put your S Pen in here, if you have a fold S Pen, you just simply put the back into place like that and then push it into place, snaps in, and then you close the hinge. Now you have your S Pen with you and your phone is all protected. Now if you want to get the S Pen out, just simply open up the hinge and then press on this little opening here and your S Pen will pop up for you to take out. Very nice. And then if you're wondering if this case works with wireless charging, there you go. No problems there. And here we have the Cosmo Pen SP case. So here it is in clear. It does have that nice hinge that holds your S Pen as well, which is pretty nice. It does have a built-in screen protector as well. Just remove these protectors. And then again, clean off your cover before you put the case on. There's also a protector on the bottom part of the case that we need to take out as well. There's also a protector on the back as well. So if you want 360-degree protection but still a clear case to show off the color of your phone, you're definitely going to want to take a look at this one. So with the built-in fingerprint sensor, if you look at the screen, it's got these little micro dots on it, and that's to keep the screen from getting that rainbow effect. The screen is working perfectly fine. No issues with the touch. Very nice. Got your cutouts for your speaker, cutout for your camera. Feels nice in the hand, doesn't feel slippery. Got your cutouts for your fingerprint sensor, your volume buttons, which are nice and clicky and raised, which I love. As you can see, it's got a nice raised edge all the way around the screen to protect it. On the back here, it's got a nice little raised edge to protect your camera. Got your cutouts for your speaker and your charging port and your mic, and on the top as well. Then if you open this little piece up, you can see you can put your S Pen in here. So take your Galaxy S Fold pen, you can just stick it right in there like that, and then push it into place and close the lid. Now you're all protected and you have your S Pen. And then if you want to get your S Pen out, all you need to do is open this little hinge here, simply press on this little cutout, and your S Pen just pops up for you to take out. Nice and easy. Now if we open it up, as you can see, there's still a raised edge for the inner screen. Feels nice and grippy in the hand. You can still reach your power button. Very nice. And then here you have that little hinge in the back that kind of acts like a little stand so you can see the screen a little better if you're watching videos or something. And then it just kind of folds up, and then you can close the little clip just like that. Very nice. And if you're wondering if it works with wireless charging, no issues there either. As far as fingerprints goes, it does show a little bit of fingerprints, but again, you can just easily wipe those away. No big deal there. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. So first up, we're going to take a look at the UB case. This one does look to have a built-in screen protector, which is pretty nice, and it comes with a belt holder that has a little clip that can rotate 360 degrees. And if you want to take the case out, you just simply pull back on this little plastic piece here and then lift out the rest of the case. Very nice. It also has a built-in kickstand. The back is a nice hard plastic, and it is surrounded again by this nice hard rubber material. Again, if you want to protect your phone, this is definitely going to be the case for you. It's got your speaker grill cutouts on the top here. Again, it's got those nice reinforced edges, a nice thick raised edge around the front of the phone for that protection. On the side here, it's got your volume buttons and your little cutout for your fingerprint sensor, which you can easily get because this little piece is flush. It doesn't jut out like some of the other cases. It's got your cutouts for your speaker on the top here and your mics. Same thing on the bottom. There's your charging port, your mic, and your speaker. Your spine is exposed, but you can always get some sort of protector to put over that. And then if we open it up, that's what it looks like there. As you can see, there's still a raised edge, even though you have your phone open. Very nice. Feels good in the hand. It does not feel slippery. It's got the nice carbon fiber inlay on the sides here. And again, the volume buttons are clicky and very responsive. And it's easy to get to that fingerprint sensor on the side. Very nice. Let's go ahead and close this up again. The screen does collect fingerprints, but you can just easily wipe those away. So we'll go ahead and test out the screen here. It is responsive. No touch issues there. So you won't really have to worry about getting an extra screen protector because this has one built in, and it's got a little cutout for your camera there, so that's always nice. So touch seems to be working just fine here. No issues. Very nice. It does add some bulk to the phone, as you would imagine. That comes at the cost for the protection. And then we have our stand here, which you can easily just pull out just like that. So you can have it sit in portrait mode, or you can lay it down and watch something on YouTube, or you can go ahead and open it up just like this and watch something like that. You can't put it this way. You can lay it down like this for a more angled view, or you can have it sit up just like that. Works perfectly fine. Very nice case, and then the kickstand stows just like that, clicks into place, so it's not going to go anywhere. And as you can see, it does have a nice recession to protect your cameras as well. Then if you want to put it back into the case, we're just going to go ahead and put the bottom in first, just like that, and then we'll go ahead and push in the top, and there you go. Your phone's not going anywhere. And you can also flip this around too if you don't want the screen outward. And like I said before, you just pull back on that and pull your phone out. And if you want it in like this, you put the bottom in and then push in the top. So either way, this will give your phone some nice protection from the screen. And that is the UB case. Very nice. I definitely do like this case. I recommend it if you want to protect your phone. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. So now we're going to take a look at the UB Pro. So this case doesn't come with a belt clip, but it does come with some hinge protection, and I think you can put your S Pen in here as well. All right, so it's in place now. And then again, here we have our little hinge. They can just simply close up, and it keeps your S Pen nice and covered. All right, so this is a chunky case, but again, it's going to give you 360-degree protection. It's got your built-in screen protector, it covers the hinge, and the back is covered as well. Very nice case, especially if you want to protect your $2,000 investment. So the screen here has these little micro dots, so you won't get that rainbow effect like you might get with other screen protectors. It's got your cutouts for your speaker. Screen is responsive. Very nice. You don't have to worry about any touches there. So if you don't want to get an extra screen protector, you can always use the one that's already built in. It's got your cutouts for your fingerprint sensor, your volume buttons. It's got some carbon fiber inlay on the side. It feels good in the hand, it's nice and grippy, doesn't feel slippy. Got your carbon fiber on the side here. On the back, it's got a built-in kickstand. It's got a nice deep recession to protect your cameras. And it's also got a nice raised edge around the front here to protect your screen. It's got a nice raised edge around the whole inside of the phone for that protection. And even in this orientation, it feels good in the hand, nice and grippy. Got your cutouts on the bottom here for your charging port, mic, speaker. Same for the top here. And when you open it up, as you can see, the little hinge kind of folded back. And this does still give you some sort of angle towards you if you want to use it for watching some videos as well. But it does still have that kickstand. Let's go ahead and close this up. Flip close your hinge, and then you can take out your kickstand. Now you can use this just like this with the main screen. You can lay it down in landscape, or you can also open up the phone and watch it like this in full screen. So it's got many different uses for the little kickstand, and then it easily folds up in the back and clicks into place. Now, like I said, it's got a little hidden compartment for your S Pen. So if you happen to have the fold S Pen, you can simply just put it in place in here, and then just click it in place, and there you go. Now you have your S Pen with you, and this little slot here makes it easy for you to push out to get to. So if you want to get to your S Pen, just open up the hinge, kind of push through this little hole here, and your S Pen pops out. So this is definitely the ultimate in protection. If you want to protect your phone, still have a holder for your S Pen, and never have to worry about your phone getting damaged if you happen to drop it, the Supcase UB Pro is definitely the case you're going to want to get. So I definitely give this one a thumbs up. So here is the Quickstand Modern Black. It does come with a nice glass screen protector for the front of your phone, which is awesome. And here is the case itself. It's also got a nice kind of smooth rubbery inlay on the inside to help protect your phone from drops. So I'm going to install the screen protector. So what we're going to do is install the top portion of the case first to kind of give us a guide for the screen protector. Go ahead and push that on just like that. It does hold in there pretty nicely. I'm going to go ahead and peel off the backing of our screen protector. Make sure you don't touch the screen. And then we're just going to go ahead and lay this down inside here. And as you can see, it is already adhering to the screen. And it also doesn't look like it comes all the way down to the edge of the case, so that way it makes it case friendly. So there we go. It's got a nice prominent raised edge on the front to protect your screen, along with that nice screen protector. It's got a nice feel in the hand. Doesn't feel slippery. It's got your cutouts for your volume and power button. It does add some bulk to the phone, but it's got some nice protection. Got your cutouts on the bottom there and on the top. On the back, it's got a nice hard piece with a little kickstand. So So if you want to watch something in landscape mode, you can do that. And then if we open up the phone, it's like this, you can watch something full screen. And then you can easily just kind of fold it up and click it back into place. It's got a nice rubber edge to protect your cameras. And if we open it up, it's got a nice rubber edge all the way around the inside to protect your screen there. Still feels nice in the hand, doesn't feel slippery. When we close it up, there you go. Very nice case, and it's awesome that they include a nice little screen protector that works perfectly fine with touch. Feels just like the glass on the phone. Awesome. And then as far as wireless charging goes, no issues there. So very nice case. If you want some good protection with a nice little kickstand, this is the way to go. So I'm definitely going to give this case a thumbs up. And here is the Terra Guard case. It also comes with a screen protector. Very nice. Ooh, this is mint. Very interesting looking case here. Again, it's got that nice soft rubber on the inside, and it has a little hinge to protect the spine of the phone, surrounded by a hard rubber and a hard plastic back. Very nice design. So go ahead and put this over our phone here. This case is held very nicely in place. Feels really nice as well. It's got a nice rubber feel to it. It's got a nice prominent edge to help protect your screen, and I also do still have that screen protector on there. It's got your cutouts for your volume and power button. Nice little VRS Design logo. Nice hard soft back with a nice rubbery raised edge to protect your cameras. And then we have that spine protection. Very nice. Just clips closed. It's got the little accent gray with the mint. Feels very nice in the hand. Open it up. The little hinge kind of moves back to give you kind of like a little stand. It's got a nice little raised edge around the inside of the screen. And it still feels good and grippy in the hand, just like this as well. Got your cutouts on the top and the bottom. I like this. This is really nice. Feels good. It does add a little bulk and weight to the phone, but again, you're getting 360-degree protection. And if you're wondering about wireless charging, no issues there. This is a very nice case. So again, if you want that 360-degree protection all around, this is definitely one of the cases you're going to want to take a look at. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. Then here we have the VRS Design Terra Guard Active. Again, it comes with a glass screen protector. So again, this does have a nice rubbery type insert to help keep your phone safe from falls. Very nicely clips onto your phone very easily. Feels nice in the hand. It's got a good grip to it. It's got a nice prominent raised edge to protect your screen. And I also do have that glass screen protector on there. Got your cutouts for your volume and power. Cutouts on the top. Cutouts on the bottom. And it's got that hinge protection, which is awesome. Very nice. On the back, it's got a very industrial design to it. And a nice raised edge to protect your cameras. And these little nubs for when you put your phone down just like that. It won't touch the case. If we open it up, the hinge kind of slides back to give you like a little ledge to look, watch maybe some YouTube videos. Feels nice in the hand here. It also has a rubber raised edge around the inner screen here. And then as you can see, the hinge just kind of slides back into place when you close it. It does add a little bulk and weight to the phone, but again, you're getting that 360-degree protection. And then if you're wondering about wireless charging, no issues there either. So again, this is a very nice case. The case does stay in place when you open and close this, which is nice. It's just got that really nice design on the back. I'm a big fan of this case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Terra Guard Active S. Again, it comes with a tempered glass screen protector. So this case is pretty interesting, and I'll show you that in just a second, but it does have that nice soft rubber on the inside surrounded by the hard rubber. Here we have the front. We'll go ahead and put this on our phone. So this case does offer you the 360-degree protection as well. It's a little bit thicker, and I'll show you why in just a second. It does feel good in the hand. It's got a nice little prominent edge to protect your screen. And I do have a screen protector on there as well. Got your cutouts for your power button and your volume rocker. Your cutouts on the top and the bottom. It does add some bulk to the phone as well as some weight. But then again, you're also getting the 360-degree protection and a little hidden compartment. So if we look at the back here, so you can see it's got that nice industrial design. It is a hard plastic, and it's got the cutouts for your camera as well as a raised edge for the protection there too. And if we open this up, little hinge slides back. It gives you a more prominent little edge to raise your phone a little bit towards you. So that's kind of like a built-in kickstand almost. It's got a nice rubber edge around the inside here, which is nice. Still feels good in the hand, and that little ridge kind of gives you an extra hold on your phone so it doesn't fall. And if we close it up, we'll see if it works with wireless charging still. There you go. Now for the hidden compartment. As you can see the little spine here, if we just simply slide that down, it opens up a place where you can hold your S Pen. Kind of just slides into place just like that. And you can close it up. And now your phone's protected and you have your S Pen. And to take it out, you just simply slide this down and then pull out your S Pen. And you can just slip it in just like that and close it up. That is a pretty nice case. Holds everything and gives you the 360-degree protection. This is definitely a nice case, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Quickstand Modern Pro. Again, it comes with a tempered glass screen protector. It's got that nice soft rubbery inlay again, and this one comes with an S Pen holder. So here is the case. Feels nice in the hand, and you can just fit your S Pen in the little holder just like that. It's got a nice little raised edge around the front. I also do have my screen protector still on there. On the side here, you can see the cutout for your power button and your volume rocker. There's the S Pen. Now one thing to note, because the S Pen is right here, when you go to open it or hold it, you only have this little edge to hold on to or open. It's not a huge deal. You can still access your buttons, but again, it's like got that little edge there. On the back, it's got a nice hard back with the soft cover, and it's got your little kickstand so you can watch your phone in landscape mode, and if we open it up, you can watch something on a bigger screen. Then it easily folds down into place, and you can just clip it in place and it stays. Very nice. It's got a nice rubber edge to protect your cameras. It doesn't add a ton of bulk to the phone, but you can see the little bump for the kickstand. It's got a nice grippy feel to it. And then when we open it up, it's got a nice rubber edge all the way around the screen for extra protection. And it still feels good in the hand holding it this way, again, if you can. The VRS Design logo and your S Pen. And if you want your S Pen, you can simply just pull it out like that and use it. In a very nice case. And it will protect your phone. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a thumbs up. So that's pretty much it for all the best and worst cases for the Galaxy Z Fold 4. If you guys found a case you liked, let me know in the comments and why you picked it. If you guys stuck with me this far, thank you so much for your support. I couldn't have done this without you. And if you haven't already checked it out, make sure you check out my best and worst screen protectors for the brand new Galaxy Z Fold 4 as well. And again, I will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick up any of these cases yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to review to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to let you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.